Hello. Hi. How you all doing, man? Uh, I'm just messing with this, and I'm just messing with this, and so just give me a wee minute. Style. How's that? How you do it? See that headlines? Thank you, boss. That sounds like. How did I change that? How did I change that though? Um, anyway, I'm just on talking rubbish. Like, if anyone wants to jump on, see, boss. See, that looks terrible. Aye. Comments. God, I'm beautiful, aren't I? I'm just joking, obviously. Aye, so what time is it? It's 10 o'clock, man. I've got loads of, I think I've got quite a few videos. How you doing, Ian? I've got quite a few videos or shorts set for through the night. I think there's one at 2 o'clock, one at 4 o'clock, so I'm 7 hours ahead. So, because I forgot stuff today on the talks that I did, so I forgot to mention the fact that the chairman was there. That's a huge thing. Oh, I shaved my dominant. I've missed a bit. That annoys me. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff, the important stuff. Yeah. Good chatting the page today, man. I banned the guy that just. I was disagreeing with him, but then he went the route of when he said he should have played Mikey when he said no, he was ill. He said he wasn't that ill. I just can't get bored with that stuff. So, I mean, I may be out of hand, out of line, but never mind. That's up to me, and it's my page. Sound like a spoiled brat there, don't I? But, oh, there's a movie about Neil Diamond. What a voice Neil Diamond had, don't it? I'm coming to America. His voice wasn't like mine, but Hugh Jackman playing him. He's a good actor. He's got long nails, isn't he? That guy, Hugh Jackman, really long ones. Uh, Go and like my YouTube, will you please? I would all love it if you all like my YouTube because I'm trying to get my numbers up in there. I'm already elsewhere, but my YouTube numbers are crap, and that's the one. Like, I'll not make any bones about it. But you all know what goes on there. You can. That's we in a pound or two. Not a lot, like, but it'd be good to get my numbers up there. That's what I'm saying. I should actually, I should actually have, I should have flipping. What am I trying to say? I should have just gone live from YouTube because I'm not really, that bothered about getting other people on the day. I don't mean that badly, but if anyone wants to come on, please do. But I've already said that. I'll give Baz and that. I'll give the Ulster boys and all that. The link. Where is it? Can I put this in my telly? I'm not putting it in my telly, but where's WhatsApp? There we go. WhatsApp. So just give me a wee second. I should do this before I come on, shouldn't I? Here we go. Right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Right, Haley Ross. Afternoon, madam. Tuesday, it's not tomorrow. Tuesday, but same thing. I know there's plenty. As far as all right, guys. There's plenty. There's plenty of stories left this season. And Motherwell and Hibs are going to be a pain in the backside. Yeah, I know. I'm trying. I'm putting the Tim game again to the back of the head. Cheers, Scott. Which Scott's that? Is that Scott from Troon or is it a different Scott? Nah, he was Scott for Wilson and I'll be on. Yeah. So I know about 20 Scott Wilsons, that's all. But I know Merry Christmas. He's all mine is as lazy as anything about putting this battery on low energy saver. What am I trying to say? What was I saying? I'm a like the thing is I've had most of my adult life away for Christmas or summer hot, and it's just not the same. Saying that the last 4 or 5 years I was in Scotland, mind you. No, and that's not a complaint. I don't mind it. Right? I'll get sent out for bread at 9 o'clock tonight. She's in the shower, the wife. But sent out for bread to the 7-Eleven man. 7-Eleven's a godsend. All right, Thomas. 7-Eleven's a godsend. 24 hours. Oh, I should go and get a beer. I mean, standing up, actually, didn't it? All right, Blair. I don't know. Castle milk, mate. Castle milk. Castle milk. Catholic milk. It used to be called, didn't it? Not there's anything wrong with Catholic. You don't know, Gary. You don't know. I mean, people say we should focus on ourselves, no, but this season is just so bizarre, and it is bizarre, isn't it? It's like it's mental, like And laugh. Sorry for jumping this camera, but right, stay still. I'm sitting watching. Right, don't touch the thing. Afternoon, Blair. Look, I've told you, I was down the town the other week, down at a bar down in Beach Road, and I remember it was Man City on all the ties of what Man City, a lot of Thai Man City fans. That's because of taxing that used to own them before the Arabs. Snooker was on another TV. Snooker's massive here, and then there was Thai terrestrial TV. Excuse me, still with the old-fashioned aerial. Actually, when you see me when I do the odd video up in the hill, that's heading up to where there's the trans seasons there. Transmitter is there, and it was a 6 or the 10 o'clock news or something like that was on, and I kind of caught my eye and I paid attention to it. There was no sound on, and I saw Hearts on terrestrial TV in Thailand, and that's mental, massive. It has Haley in it. It is. It is mental. Like I say, it's a Netflix story. It's a Netflix story, and the one grind thing that grinds against is Hearts having a run, fair dues, but see the fact that Celtic are poor, and we're kind of made a backside of it at the start. But see when that statistic came out yesterday, that we've got the best defensive record in the league. It was a double take. It was a genuine double take, double take for me. Aye. Casimir, the ruffled part of the town, innit? Good people, but aye. Dave King, that's where Dave King's. I see that. I shaved my dome and I've missed a bit. Cat, stay away. My wife's just coming out of the shower. I can hear her. But aye, it is a movie, innit? There's more. The thing is, for all us saying we will, Celtic will lose here, Hearts will lose there. We've got games to lose. What people look? She's shy. There's 7,000 people just saw you. No, 28. Sorry. No, she's brilliant, man. We'll be back very soon. No, it's the way Linda, the wife's brilliant, man. She's I'm lucky. She's funny. Got her moments, like, but no, we don't really have her moments. But tonight she said, "Can you go out and get bread?" Because she's fussy with bread. Because what they do here, some of the 7-Elevens, they sell bread with the crust not on them, and she hates bread with crust on it. I'm like, "We'll cut it off," but because the thing is, one of the 7-Elevens didn't have it, and I had to go to the other one. But if that one didn't have it, she wouldn't have said anything. But because the one thing their Thai food is amazing, but they've never been able to get the kind of savoury stuff, the Greg's bakery stuff right. Vietnam's partly really good at it because they had the French, and the French left them. Yeah. I'm all right. I'm good. Well, it's 10 o'clock at night here, but yeah. Danny Welbeck's probably going to the World Cup, mate. Derek, that'd be wonderful. But he's flying in now. He's had a resurgence, and you've got to remember he's the South Coast. He's a London boy. Why is he? If he comes to us, he's not coming to us because he's not going to the World Cup. Then, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter how many he bangs in up here. It's not the same level of competition he's got as in defence. I think Danny, I do. I really, really do. There was somebody said today that he's just as bad as the other guy, and I was like, oh god. Aye, because he's injured, Derek. I actually, because I think he's back. He was injured, Derek. That's why. Because I actually caught that tonight in Sky Sports News. That's weird that you've talked about this. That lead strip's a belter, isn't it? See with the Red Bull sponsorship. I think Red Bull's always a good-looking sponsor on the chest. There's always chat that we'll be getting them next year. I don't know. I wouldn't mind them. Because what a lot of people don't realise is they're actually a Thai company. Derek, he's flying like, it's a shout. It's a shout. But he's let's say he's knocking in the door for the World Cup. He might not get to the World Cup if everyone else is fit, but if somebody else isn't fit, I'm sure he probably, I don't know how many they can take to the World Cup, but I know that me too, but it's all right saying that, but I know that they are out there. And Danny did say, Jamesy boy, I think that's just exactly what it is. I do just think it's rumours. He scored the other night and set up a goal, but and he'll be in big wages at Wrexham. I can't stand Wrexham because I don't know if you know they've got major links with Celtic, as I found out. And I'm not going to that side of stuff anyway, but I've bumped into them, shall we say? But no, he's probably because I hate them, but they're a global. They're massive now because of this Netflix thing, and the guy that owns them. What's the actor? I quite like that actor actually, but I don't want to see them in the Premiership, but I think it's room. Yeah, I know that's it. Now. People are still not realising the one ugly thing. You must make conditions too warm. Yeah, I know my penis for saying stuff like that. News of freezing, but not everyone. People are still not realising that post I put up today. But I think it's the last post they put up. People are still expecting us to play with Real Madrid. It's going to be crap all season. And what's going to bug me is people are going to judge him in January signings. It can't be judged with January signings. It can be to an extent, but it's not a career thing. He doesn't get sacked because of them. Oh, there were all sorts of them. The thing is, this is something I've got to hold my hands up to. There's a lot of players you will talk about in Scotland I don't have a clue about because I'm just mega focused on Rangers. I don't even watch Scott Sport or whatever. I mean, obviously I can get it. I don't know enough. I know Gogic. I've watched Gogic, and I saw him against the Morlocks the other week, and he was outstanding. When he can cut, he's a threat up front as well, not just in the air, but just you saw that delivery, man. Alfredo, no, 10 times no. There's no way the owners are going to sign someone. He's been in jail as well and stuff like that. He's too much baggage with him. And he wouldn't get the... Leeds have scored. Oh, goalkeeper, was that bad? That Calvert-Lewin again? He's flying, man, isn't he? Cat, stop. Sorry, but... Oh, that little bitch. She got me. Stop. Hey! Stop! You know what cats, they do that. She's aye. But no, Alfredo is a no for me. And you've got to remember, he had to have service. And he'll not get it with this lot. And this going back for old players, man, that just shows a complete lack of ambition. And I just feel... Oh, no, maybe that was a good... Hang on, I'm just watching this League goals again. Leeds goal. Good step over. That's a good striker's goal. That's the kind of guy, when he did it, that Calvert-Lewin. And the delivery as well from the boy. That's a good goal. Good striker's goal. The step over. I do like the blue Nike boots, like. Bad defending, but still he got ahead of him. Right, I want you to tell me what Rangers standard is. I don't know what Rangers standard is. Rangers standard for me is stay off the front pages and work hard. What's Rangers standard? I put a post up about this the other day. Gogic improves Rangers. And he knows the league. Means Rangers standards like Brian Laudrup, is it Davy Cooper, is it Alan McCoy, is it Gorham, who are all in this day and age 60 to 70, £100,000 players at the level they were at. We need a reality check. Rangers stand for me is the way they conduct themselves. Give 100% in the pitch. When they're in their interviews, like young Asgard, I thought his interview was pretty good after the game. I know he's not for everyone. Yeah. Well, you're the first person I've heard say that. So out of a few thousand posts, that's the first time I've heard that. Yeah. But he's but anyway, that's fine. No, that's all right. I'm 99.99% have said they'd have him. But yeah. But I don't know. Rangers standard for me is going on the pitch, working hard. And it doesn't matter if you have a bad game, but if you've given 100%, like Conor Barron, I can't say that word. Conor Barron is Rangers standard. A quiet young man. A quiet young man and works his socks off. When he gets interviewed, he's a nice chap. Somebody said to me that on the page that he should be captain, but he's not a leader. being a good player and a hard worker doesn't mean you're a good leader. Look at Lorenzo Amoruso. For me, one of the worst ever players to play for Rangers, but he was a good leader. He's free kicks, and they thought he was so much better than he would have. My idol's Graham Souness because he changed everything. My first one was John McDonald, the striker, because my first game was 91. Then after that, it became a bit of a blur because the players back then were crap. They're as bad as the players now. I don't care what anyone says. You get people like Hugh Burns and all that are tagged as fucking great players. He was awful. Dave Ferguson, Craig Patterson, donkeys like that, man. You know what I mean? They were crap. They wouldn't even get in this team. No, but nobody. There's absolutely nobody. That 9 in the row team. Sorry, I've got the wrong glasses on. Gary, there's no player under 10 million quid on that. You know what I mean? Like, and some of them wouldn't have been near. I know Ali's up there as well. Yeah. Ali's, oh, brilliant. Like, it's a nice name. Oh, it's Fraser. Bob Bag, how you doing? We're looking at cat. Right, so we've got 4 cats. And the young one, she's growling at me. She'll end up a kebab. No, she's all right. I think she's walking in my room. But Ali's. Mark, right. The thing is with Souness, I'll tell you what happened with Souness when we write. I was good. I mean, Fraser's been on the page since it started, more or less. Right, I'm from Dumbreck originally. I know most of you know from Troon in Thailand, but I grew up at Dumbreck, went to Moss Park Primary, then was in Bellahouston Academy for about 2 months, then we moved to Troon. But so that 1980, summer 86, right? Just about 2 games before the end of the season, or one game, we had to beat Motherwell to qualify for Europe. That's right. We were playing football in Bellahouston Park, and we were for, you know, where the high flats are at Dumbreck. You've us seen them. We were in the private houses under there, and we were playing football. And I remember I saw my dad coming down, and it wasn't late enough for him to pull me up the road on that. And then Sam McMahon appeared as well. There was about 3 of the parents all turned up at the one time. And they came, and it was looking back on it, it was weird. And I remember thinking, there's something wrong here. Right, see now being an adult, I thought somebody, if it was now at the age I'm now with 3 parents turning up, I think somebody's died. But we were just like that. We thought I thought, have we done anything dodgy today or anything like that? But anyway, so they came up and said, Graham Souness is signed for Rangers. And I grew up with that Liverpool side, you know, the winning everything in Europe and that. They were brilliant. And a lot of Rangers fans liked Liverpool back then, by the way. A lot did. I did, but they weren't as hated as they are now throughout the country. And they were a brilliant team. But I didn't think about Graham Souness because my dad said like, he's going to be the player manager because Jock Wallace wasn't doing too well. So and all I thought of was Graham Souness, the player. That was my angle. And that was just a brilliant moment. Then we had to beat Motherwell, right? And I think we beat them 3-0 or something like that. We humped them, and it was Ibrox had been dead all year, so we qualified for the cup, the UEFA Cup, I think it was. So that was good. Then on the Friday, that was a Saturday. Then the Friday it was the old Glasgow Cup final, and that was always a big deal. And it was a Friday night. I seem to remember it was a lot of trouble at it actually, but I was the Govan Rear. And it was 2 each at full time. But I remember Ali had got 2. Mo Johnson had scored for them at least 1. I remember Peter Latchford being in goal for Celtic, and that shows how far back that goes. And then it was extra time, and Ali scored the best goal I've seen McCoy score. It was like a 30-yard screamer at the Copeland Road, and that's the way I remember it anyway, to win 3-2, and it was a Friday night. And when Souness came, it just changed everything. Because I think Souness, Lawrence Marlborough, the owners at the time, and the board that were at the Rangers at the time, they've got a lot to do with what football is now because we were bringing in the England captain and all that. Apparently, Trevor Stephen was the highest paid player in the world at Rangers at one point. Whether that's true or not, I'm never sure, but it would have been good. Gaza was a brilliant. Aye. Terry Hurlock, yeah. And the thing about Hurlock is he can actually play a bit of football. That's what people forget. He can actually kick a ball. But hang on a minute. Sorry, who were you talking about? Hurlock can play football. I don't. Gogic, right? No, Gogic. I'd take Gogic in a heartbeat as everyone else would. But oh no, aye. But the thing is, what happened then, and something people forget, England were banned from Europe. They'd just been banned from Europe because of Liverpool and Heysel and all the trouble that was happening when England went abroad. So it was easy. But the England captain, the England goalkeeper, the thing is, England had three goalkeepers then, brilliant keepers, Woods, Shelton, and Ray Clements. Although Clements was coming to the end of his career. But yeah, to get the England captain, that's just like signing Harry Kane now. What he been out 150 million quid or something? But we had to offer them huge wages, by the way, because and it was, I think we had a lot to do with the change in the dynamic of football in Britain, especially. It was Rangers that invented the Champions League. Our board came up with the idea, and I went to FIFA and said, "Look, we've got an idea here." That's another thing. To see the Champions, I don't know if you know that. See before the game starts, and they do the anthem, and they've got do you know the Champions League sign? I think there's 12 stars on that. That was the 12. That stands for the 12 teams that started it, and it's Rangers are the central one because it was our idea. So Arthur Newman was just class, wasn't he? Moles, we've had some wonderful players over the year. Goff was just class, man. Goff and Butcher, it was just great time. But the thing is, I can't wait for when we will become the dominant force again. We can't not. It's the young team I'm looking forward to because the young team, the away fans, the Union Bears. I know the Union Bears annoy some people, but we need them. I can't wait for that lot to see it. You look at 55, what it was like outside Ibrox, man. I mean, the young team up on the centenary gates and everything like that. Just brilliant. You know, he's going to get booked for that. There's loads of players. There's loads of ex-players at the games. Loads. You just don't see them. A lot of them are in hospitality. A lot of them are hospitality. Some of them get season tickets. Honestly, that's what you won't believe. Some players will get season tickets. Electrolytes for after this hot and warm day. Dale Gordon. Oh, he was in Hong Kong with us. The last time the 9 in the row lot were out in Hong Kong playing in the senior sevens. He was part of the team, and he actually get rushed out that day because somebody pulled out. I can't remember who it was. But I was chatting to him. There was me, Nizzy, Ron Atkinson of all people. Nizzy, Ron Atkinson, Carlton Palmer, and Hong Kong. So he was a nice guy. Dale Gordon was lovely, and he said he wasn't there long. He said he loved his time at Rangers, and he was just he was a nice chap. He said what he did say. Norwich is his team, and there's nothing wrong with that. But he says you'll find most players have always got a love for the team they played for, unless they're left in bad terms. And Dale didn't. He said he couldn't believe it when Rangers came knocking. He was like, "What, Glasgow Rangers?" No, I actually hate getting called Glasgow Rangers because their name's Rangers. But anyway, I know, Gary. The thing is, though, the fact that Hart and Hand said it, what's his name? Stevie said it, that means you can take it to the bank. And I think Chris Jack said it as well. I'm footer in here, isn't I? I think Chris Jack said it, so I. And the thing is, Haley, that's the thing. I mean, so I'm working your age out now. So what's that? You're 24. You've not seen, I can't say that, but sustained success. So I'm looking forward to you, the young team, everyone under 25. I'm looking forward to it. I've been lucky and saw it, and it was amazing. But yeah, Kinchelskis as well. And let's not forget the goalies. Because I was a goalie when I was a kid, I played for Glasgow South, not the whole Glasgow South schools in goals. And so I've always been a goalie. I was pals with the goalie as well. So we don't goalie. Alex Ferguson says that goalkeepers win you championships and trophies, strikers win you games. That's why I say the most important player we sign in the summer is a goalie, and I know people disagree with it, which is fair enough. Jack Butland, on his day, is great, but he can't distribute the ball well, and there's always a mistake in him. It's horrible to say. I don't trust him enough. And I don't like saying it because I know he's an absolutely outstanding human being. He's a leader, but that Hearts game was the biggest game we've had in a long, long time, and he shat the bed. I mean, you can't have your goalkeeper doing that in the big games. The Advocate area was class as well. Yeah. Do you know who else it was brilliant? Remember when we were down in the lower league? What was that goalkeeper's name? We got one from Everton. Stenson or Step. He gave me his name. I think he's a bit of a legend at Everton. He was out in Hong Kong. Me, him, Nizzy, I think Gordon Jury was there. There was a couple of Leicester guys, Hong Kong guys. He actually, he didn't cling on to me. That's the wrong word to use. Me and him just ended up in a pub in the LKF. That's an area in Lai Kwai Fong in Hong Kong. It's a good drinking area. And he was just a nice guy. And he said something to say. He said he couldn't believe Rangers came for him. He says, "Look, I know you're in the lower leagues and all that, but to say I played for Rangers is a big thing for him, and I liked that. And that was through drinking that. Not that he was out of line or that, but drink makes you talk, and it was just me and him talking. And I'm not giving any secrets away, but he was lovely. We will, Haley. Honestly, youngster, we will. Because see when and everyone, any of the older farts that are in the group in the chat here will tell you. During 9 in a row, it was brilliant. But at the back of your head, you always knew it would end one day because it can't go on forever. And the thing that bugs me slightly, and I'm not slagging anyone off for it, we kept a couple of players a season too long for 10 in a row that we should have let go. I'm not going to name them. If you go and watch that league, if you look at the team that year, you'll see. I mean, we could have maybe freshened up a bit, but we didn't. And anyway, here we go. What's this is? Yes, Pete. What's doing that? I know, and that's crap. That we've only won 4 trophies in 14 years. That's disgusting. No, but I do firmly believe there, and I love the fact the chairman. And that's it. Yeah, Simon. Gav, he was lovely, man, because he was still in the first team squad, but I'm getting the goalie was out as well. No, that's what it was. Andy Gorham was playing for the old farts. Simpson was out with the kids, the under 21s. They actually weren't allowed out tonight. Bomber wouldn't allow them out tonight. They were there to win that trophy for the kids. There's two trophies: the seniors and the juniors. The Rangers youths weren't allowed out at all. He was out every night in the lash then with us, and then playing in the morning. But he was a senior pro and all that. But he was lovely. I got on pretty well with him that 4 or 5 days, and he got on well with the goalie as well. And he was he said that he was a nice guy. He got the beers in, and we ended up in our Armani club as well at like 5, 6 in the morning, and he was playing football at 10 in the morning. But that was good. That was an expensive night, I tell you. But aye. No, but like Gav, sorry, Pete, we will get it back. And that's what I was saying. The chairman, see the chairman being there yesterday. See when I was sitting here, was I? I was sitting here. It was the only place I can be. Nowhere in town shows the Rangers games, but I was sitting here and one of the chairman, and it's strange. It gave me a kind of jolt. It was like, oh, the chairman's there, because to think that means he flew over in Boxing Day. Listen, these guys get a private jet. We get a taxi. You know what I mean? So, and he gets taken from his house to the airport, goes through. That's the way it is. He'll get the private jet to Glasgow. I wonder if he's got a flat in Glasgow or stays in a hotel. But I know he golfs. He's played down at Royal Troon. But the fact he's here, I'm digressing. The fact he's here means he's here for a reason. And that he wasn't just to watch the game. He'll be here for the Terrier game, submarine game, but he's here for the off-field stuff to help sign players, to convince. But he'll be part of he'll be speaking to players and agents as well. And he knows we'll have got to pay over and above for anyone we get in January. January are going to have to spend more money anyway. And then there's a Rangers tax because we've got a few bob. Yeah. It could be like Cole. That's it. Another reason we'll have signed Danny as a coach, manager, whatever you want to call him, is his contacts. He was at Bayern Munich in the German national team. You imagine how big his black book is, or his spreadsheet and phone numbers. And it's not just that he can lift the phone to Bayern Munich at any time and say, "Look, if you get a kid or a player or who's in," because you've got to remember, I think there's a Bayern Munich B. They play the German league below, I think. But yeah. Oh, I would think so, Haley. I would think so, pal. Oh, I know. That's it, Gav. We're not going to keep her now at summer. In a few days. He's here for the season, and that's fine. But the goalie's the hardest position to fill. It really is. It is. It's going to be difficult. We'll have to pay for them. Oh, I know. But that's the thing. That's what people don't understand. Danny's locked the back door because he knows we're not a goal-scoring team. unfortunately. Miovski's going to fly, but he's just not getting the service. And I like Gassman yesterday. No, I don't. The reason being is in case we get injuries. Um, that's why. That's all. I mean, Rothwell's going to go. I'd imagine there's a couple other. There's a couple. Was a boy waiting to Birmingham, was on the bench yesterday, but I would sign Cornelius full time. I like him because he's a bit of a Swiss Army knife, as I say. He can score goals and he can ping them and he can tackle and he's a leader as well. I'm not saying he's captain material. He may well be, but I know I keep looking over there. I've got the Leeds game on as well. Oh yeah, but I like Gassama yesterday because Gassama for me, like when I come on with John, we need that. But the strongest thing is and as any manager say, I hang off everything Alex Ferguson says. Sir Alex Ferguson says, and he says goalkeeper in the back door. Remember Arsenal's back line? That was England back line as well, more or less. Yeah. And I know Tav gets grief, but Tav wasn't supposed to be playing this year. He was supposed to be a bit part player, but that was messed up by the signings. Oh, that might be a penalty. McGoma's been playing well. I think he's on loan, but I think McGoma. I want to keep a hold of him. Remember, there's nobody. We need people in the left back position. Max Aarons, I know Aarons is. Oh yeah. But I hope Asgard comes on again. I'm still clinging on to him. This cat, when your cat goes behind the telly. She sees something, there's a bug or something buzzing about. She's a little shit. But Aarons is not quite getting. I think what the way I see Asgard is he fits into what Danny Rose sees Rangers doing next season for the summer. No one's going to buy Butland, mate. Nah, he's not. See this little shit. Get down. Right, go. Down. Down. I'll come and say hello. Butland's, we're not getting any money for Butland at 33 years old, mate. Not a penny. Nah, I can't see his. I know there could be that as well. Like his interview, you all saw it when he was asked about transfers and that, and he said, "We'll never discount the Scottish market again." And he told us he's been talking to people. He said it straight up. Look, I've been talking to agents and players, and I think he said that the players he wants have got the ability, but it's this he wants to know if they've got the mentality. But do you know what I liked yesterday? I heard Ibrox clapping off Chermiti. I thought that really pleased me. That pleased me. That, but Danny's game management is brilliant because I think yesterday when the team came out, that was the first time I was like, you know what, but he nailed it. I think he knows. I mean, the whole reason we've got pages like this is to have opinions, and I hate that. Oh, it's my opinion. I know it's your opinion. It's not peeping Tom Pete at number 32s. You wrote it, but anyway, it's a natural thing to write that. But what was I trying to say? You've thrown me. Aye, who might play next Saturday? Aye, but we're definitely get people coming in. There's no doubt about it. I keep saying 3 definites. But if we get more than that, good. The thing about loans, I think we've got 5 loans. You're only allowed 6. We'll only get one more for that. But like I say, the chairman Kavanagh, he'll be embarrassed about what's happened. He will not be making that mistake again. And that's why he's pretty hands-on with Danny. And you can see, like Danny says, him and Danny have got a great relationship, obviously. That's brilliant. I know, Shankland, Cammy Devlin. The thing about the Heart, right? Cammy Devlin from Hearts, Shankland from Hearts. The thing is, they're on the verge of something historic here. And you've got to remember, they've got a billionaire owner. Can you imagine what their bonus is going to be if they win? You're talking million. I don't know. I can see there being £1 million being waved in front of them. I don't know how that works. Financial fair play. Somebody might be able to tell me. But Shankland, I know. The thing, everyone goes on about Shankland, oh, we should have got him in the summer. We should have got him 4 years ago. That's what annoys me more than anything. And the other one is flipping McGregor at Celtic, man. We should have got him years ago, but because he's a Rangers fan, as I think most know that. His dad's got a season in the Ibrox, like, but oh, and the Ferguson, we Lewis Ferguson as well. I mean, what did they put in the water? The Ferguson family. I'd take Shankland in a heartbeat. There was still somebody said yesterday in the page he's not good enough for Rangers. Get a reality check for fuck's sake, man. But aye, it's certainly an interesting time. But I enjoyed the game yesterday. I tell you that with Sunderland, nah, that's a foul, nah. Oh, aye. Aye, because you remember during COVID when we won 55. I remember he scored an own goal, and all this chat was, oh, it's his dream to always score against Celtic for Rangers. Aye, his dad was in the Copeland Rear, I believe, and had to get moved once his son signed for Celtic. Aye, that should have signed him when he was at Ayr. Oh, absolutely, Andrew. And the fact, like we've talked about this, Andrew, the fact he didn't re-sign for Hearts right away, we all knew that was a come and get me. You know, I thought we played all right yesterday. That's a bit. That's the best we've played. Listen, the thing is, Colin, like you're always balanced. We know these players aren't good enough. We know that, and I have to keep repeating that on the page. But when I say we played well, I'm saying we played well for the level of footballer we've got. You know. Excuse me. Oh, I know. Yeah. No, I think what's the boy Hearts? He's up at we can do that. The thing is, we'll see. We don't. Let's be honest. We can't really call it what we're going to do here or who we're going to sign. You know, it's interesting. I know that's it, Rossi, innit? You're like, for fuck's sake, we can sign him. But and there was people on this page saying, no, he's not good enough. Like, you're an absolute. Yeah, exactly. And Motherwell was it 10 games unbeaten? And they're a good football team, but we were better than them yesterday. Aye. Good on you, H. Good on you. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what he's on at Hearts. I'm sure. I don't know, but I mean, we've seen how many times have you seen photos of him at Ibrox after games and stuff like that? I mean, he'll not be doing it now. Hearts would be cheesed off with that, and rightly so. But would he leave Hearts? I mean, look, John, that I do the podcast with John. That cat's going to claim up. John, that I do the podcast with. He thinks that Shankland would sign for his no baller in January. I don't think so because that's something huge. That's something massive that he could be involved in with Hearts. Well, yeah. I'm sure. To be honest, right, Colin, this is going to sound really sarcastic. Or we told till thingy, is it Nigeria ever get knocked out? I don't know what his African country is. No, he is getting better by the week. Hey, don't. She's wanting to climb up that curtain. No, I thought Chimmy's getting better. I don't know. Maybe he would. Maybe I know we don't know, man. It's just so open and so mental. I'm not reading them getting beaten by Hibs too massively because it was a rival and they pulled two back. But I hope they do, man. If they do, and we win, I'm just glad we're at Ibrox. We're at Celtic away at home. I can get it on my phone. Where is it? Where is my phone? Oh, it's in my bedroom, I think. But I can't be bothered. Where is the game again? Wait a minute. Oh wait, it's the first part. Okay, there we go. Right, that's good to know. I hate typing. I hate typing Celtic into Google and all that because it changes your algorithm. But I always type in the away team or the team they're playing. I'm pretty pathetic with that. My kids are still not allowed to wear green. Oh, right. Can someone answer that for me? I'm too thick. Right, wait, I want to look myself actually. SPFL standing. Okay, Rangers are on 32 points, Celtic on 38. So we'll be 3 points behind them. They've got a better goals difference than us, though. So we could go level with them in a week and Saturday. We could go level with them on Saturday. I tell you what, see if we do that, man. Yeah, there we go, team. That could be all right. I put that post up that we could go above Celtic on when we're playing on the 3rd of January, get penalties for it. Okay, we won't go above them, but I tell you what. The thing is, the game we wanted Hearts to lose was Hibs, and they did. You know, and Hibs were all over them as well. Hibs were good. Hibs have been good all season. Like I remember watching it. I was offshore actually. I remember the European game they played. They played pretty well. Like Sunderland. Game it, yeah. Oh yeah, greedy bastard. And they've got a better goal difference. They've got what Celtic goals 33 or 25. Unreal, man. Hearts at 38 goals, right? So 35. That means you'll be 6 behind Hearts with the game in hand played. No, we've got 2 games in hand in Celtic. And wait, no, I'm aye. So that'd be us the game in hand against in it. No, the game in hand's against Aberdeen actually, in it. Aye, I'd certainly be looking. I'd certainly be saying, right, let's get this boy signed up an extra year or two. I don't know what his contract is, but yeah. I actually took Hibs in the. Oh God, it's a psychological thing. Who do we play after Celtic? Actually, has anyone got that there? I know. I said that earlier in the podcast, Rossi. When I got told it yesterday, it was a proper what? Just shows you how well Danny's done. Aberdeen home and away. That's right. That's mad. That we could do without that, couldn't we? We could do without the Aberdeen one, couldn't we? But anyway, it is what it is. They've come on to a game up with it, have they? Aberdeen are 6 on how many points? 25. Right. Okay. Fair enough. Nah. And they'll want to do everything they can to ruin Yeah, I got that, Andrew. Aye, it's a bit. Sorry, excuse me, people. That's a bit of a mental one, isn't it, man? Ugh. They really don't like us, man. And it's sad, isn't it? Because it's a made up flipping rivalry. Because I don't see them as a rival at all, and I know some might not agree with that, but yeah. How did I do this? Aye, I'm just looking. Trying to see how this works. Like, aye, what's that? What? No, I'm not doing. I don't know what I've done here. You're what? You're what, in a good or bad way? See, right. See, working offshore, right. The only issue there's good banter offshore, right, with it, even with the Celtic fans, and it's the way it should be. It's friendly enough. It's not disrespectful. The only issue I ever had when anyone was offshore was an Aberdeen fan, a kind of youngish as well, younger than me. If anyone watched offshore, it was the Mariner. I was on the Mariner. Oh man, that would be brilliant, wouldn't it, man? Um, And this kid, he just the whole 3 weeks, he just wound me. He tried to wind me up. He didn't wind me up. Then I was in the same chopper as him. I just growled at him all the way when I landed. And when he landed, he wouldn't come out the heliport. I wasn't going to do anything, but I just quite liked standing there. Then his mum came and picked him up. Man, you like that? I mean that would be brilliant, wouldn't it, man? That would be brilliant, really. I like. She's watching that Sunderland Leeds game. It's not a bad game. Well, I say I do love that. I do love that Leeds top. I've got it in town as well. In one of the shops, a real one. And everyone thinks all the stuff out here is fake. It's not. They do get the proper shops. Like There's a shop in town, man. It does the trainers, man. The Louis Vuitton, Nike and stuff and all that. And my daughter's wanting them like that. No, you're not. I know. I know. I know. I do. I do. The thing is, none of our players are attractive to anyone to buy unless it's a cut price, and then they're probably going to have to take a wage cut. And they're like, nah, I'm all right. I'm going to stay here, thanks. But yeah. Oh, yeah. No, do you know what it is, Colin? Right, This is something people. I was going to start a thread in this, but it was. I know. I fucking. I'm not going to bother. People forget what Derek McInnes's teams do. They fall away. They do it all the time. Every Aberdeen, West Bromwich Albion, was it Bristol Rovers as well? One of them. They've all done it. Kilmarnock, Aberdeen. His teams fall away. He's not. His next job's probably going to be the Scotland job, and I think he'd be. I think Derek McInnes is made for the Scotland job personally. Um, He did. Well, Haley, actually, I think he said that, didn't he? He said that in an interview, the presser that he had a good 20, 25 minutes. That's something else. That said to me, he's not getting sold in January either, because if he knew Raskin was going, what's the point in sitting down and talking to him? You know what I mean? I know Bowie's name comes up all the time. But I mean, Matondo, I know that's another mental one, I know. Bowie. Shamiti's come. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Hey, it's 11:15, nearly past my bedtime, but I know this is all right. I quite like Blair, and there's enough people on as well. Aye. Is he the one, was he not at Celtic at one point? Because there's a player's name keeps getting thrown about from Hibs or Hearts, and people, I think somebody's said, no, he was at Celtic. Not that mattered, but see, that's the thing, Andrew. People forget. Sorry, us sitting here, we're going to strengthen. So are Hearts and so are Celtic. That's the thing, you know. And I think the the Hearts owners go, wait a minute, this might never happen again. I've got to give McInnes players and money. Maybe. I would rather an eight, definitely an eight, definitely an eight. Yeah. I know that's been thrown about as well, Nori. That's that. All right, Nori. Evening, sir. That's been thrown about. What level was he at Heart Celtic? Was he playing for the first team? I generally don't know. I generally pay no. The only player I know for them is McGregor, and I didn't even know if Schmeichel had signed with them until we played them. He's been great. He's rubbish it. I hope so, but Rab. I hope so. I hope so. There's a lot of stories yet to come. Right, please, there's the link to. I know I keep bothering you with this. So I don't want to bother you too much. The link to my YouTube's and see that there, that QR code. Scan that, and it's quite easy. My name is there at Frankie Jers. I need as many people on YouTube as possible, please. Right. Okay. Aye. So he's not. He's not a player. Oh, you making a sandwich? You made me go to the shop. She's funny. She's funny. I watch. No, it's funny. She's shy. But no, she made me go to the 7-Eleven to get bread at late at night. You do your hair again. She's funny. Let's say she's brilliant. Actually, pretty funny. Right. Okay. Sorry. Well, what they suppose Rangers TV they're going to go like, by the way, he's fucking shite. A bit of reality there, mate. Oh, we've not got a toaster actually. I'm not a toasty person to be honest. You know, think about it. But our food's amazing, man. But there's a guy on TikTok that follows me. Well, I think it's his wife that follows me actually, but I think he's the way I picked up the husband or the partner doesn't really do social. No, he does, but he follows the page. I think they're from Scotland. They're actually, see, sitting here, they're actually 9 minutes away in the hotel down the beach. So I might get them up here for a. I know it's in my head now, like, but I can't bother standing up. Our sandwiches are good, like, because their wife loves cooking. Because when she's over in Scotland, like, she cooks a green curry, and the neighbours are in, and the neighbours and their families are in, and all that, and she likes it. Like, but our sandwiches only that good, but aye, it's a good place. But something about Thailand. I'm not saying people listening here will do this, but they think you're on holiday all the time. You're not. I'm bored to tears half the time, to be honest with you. I mean, I've got Pattaya an hour away. I've got the islands around here and all that. But I like my house and all that. I like doing the Facebook stuff, but I like going down the beach. But the thing is, like, I've got you might have seen the I Rab's just one of them. So, oh, these are great. It's the only thing. But the thing is, I'm not the biggest beaches person. Um, I mean, I know. I actually think Lyle Cameron will get. I was going to say fired. That will get sold. I just don't think he's in Danny's plans. He doesn't fit into the style of football. The weather is. What's the weather? It's lovely in there. Rayong City, 24 degrees, mostly clear. High 32, low 30. High 32, low 32 tomorrow. Mostly clear. That was nice. I don't know. See if you go into my personal account. Hang on, I'll post it up. I'll post a link to it. You'll see. I mean, I know I've been a bit. That's it. Hang on. Hang on to oh shit! Sorry. Hang on. Where am I? How did I do this? If I where's my fucking? How did I do this? Aye, this is my personal. You can flipping please. You'll see more Thai stuff on this. Right, hang on. Here we go. Look, my name's quite easy. Probably I've got no intentions of going back anytime soon. I don't mean that crappy, like, but I feel free to add me on that or follow us on that. I know it's a bit cringe asking that, but you know what I mean. But I've got Thai stuff up there, the beach and all that. Aye, is a bit. Maybe alone I'll do him good. Aye, Kelly. I used to have great nights out in Kelly over the years. Aye. I don't post some of the stuff I post on my personal account. I just do it to friends only. I don't do it public just because I put my grandson up with this shirt on, and he's not even 18 months and a Celtic fan. The comment the Celtic fan made, he would be in the front of the Daily Record if I'd reported him and in jail. But so I don't. As he, like, I mean, there's talk about him for England in the next couple of years and an England regular. I mean, I wonder if we could get him one more year, but I think I looked at a couple of Tottenham social media accounts, not official ones, fan ones like this, and I think he'll be back there next year, and I kind of, because I think he got 10 games last year, didn't I? I know it was Carling Cup and all that, but and I think he scored for Tottenham as well, isn't he? He's a likeable kid and all, isn't he? Just a nice lad, but I mean, people say could we buy him, but he's 18, 19, 20 million. That's a lot of money for. I mean, we can afford that, but it's a financial fair play thing that I keep forgetting about. Aye. Oh, aye. And it's through the middle. Like, that's the thing. When I was reading the blogs and all that, he said it was a Tottenham youth guy that goes to all the youth games, and he played from like 8 years old with Tottenham or 7 years old, whatever it was, and he was through the middle all the time. But I think he can play anywhere across. He's both feet and all that. It's always weird when people, footballers kind of use both feet. It just does my nothing. Aye. Yeah, that's it, Lennon. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it. That's it. I think that was it. Yeah, but he's exciting, and the same with Gassama. I'm a Gassama fan. I know not everyone is. I'm a Gassama fan. He is. He's somebody I extremely like. I may make a banner for that. Right, how do you do a banner? Let's see if this one works. Please follow. Oh, there we go. Aye. So there's my thingy. Aye. It was, and he's the thing is, um, what am I trying to say? You put me off there. Guys, but wingers are always temperamental. Like, there's something that some of the young team might not know that, and I don't like talking about this because Davy Cooper was brilliant, but he was one amazing game. Then he went missing for days for games. I mean, like 3, 4 games. He was. Why do you think he was called the Moody Blue? And if Cooper played to his, if Davy, and again, I don't like saying this, if Davy Cooper played every game at his best ability, he'd have been in Liverpool, he'd have been at Liverpool, AC Milan, Inter Milan, or something like that back in those days. You know what I mean? Oh, that's it. And he's ours. For some reason, I keep thinking Gasson was on loan, but he's not. He's our player. He's confident as well, and aye. He is, but we'll get there. I mean, you don't see any Rangers player right now playing 3 games in a row well. You know, even Connor Barron had who was it against Hearts? He wasn't that good, wasn't he? Not in another game where Connor Barron's come on to a game because I'm not going to say I didn't like Connor Barron, but I wasn't sold on him. But I'm all in now. You know, and I've seen a couple players, punters say, "Oh, I should be the captain," but he's not a leader. You know, he's just a good football player. You know, people say, oh, because to use an example, somebody being a great football player but no leader, Kevin De Bruyne, you know, one of the best players to ever play the game, but there's no natural leadership in the guy. You know, he's a dead quiet guy. You know, I think he lives quite a simple life as well. You know, he doesn't like the extravagant things and all that. You know, I don't see the thing. The thing is, I don't agree with you in that this season's got too many ups and downs to go yet. This could go right down to the wire. He's got it in him. And do you know who? And so I'll get pelts for this. See Fernandez, he's very vocal, but you want to be like that. You don't need an armband. You don't need a bit of plastic in your arm to say to be a leader. You know, the captain thinks just so you go and talk to the ref. You know, and I know, listen, to be the captain is a huge deal, but I think there's a wee bit too much hate put on it at times. Because what the captain does other stuff, and this is what Tav's brilliant at, and his wife. When a new player comes to Ibrox, if they need it, Tav has them up at the house. I know he'd Mikey Moore up at his house to watch something like Monday Night Football. Tav's wife cooked for them and all that, and Tav's wife helps the girlfriends and the wife settle into Glasgow as well, and introduces the friends, takes them out into the town and all that. That's the things that you know. Yeah, but I've seen the other one, the newest one. Is that the newest one with the 3 lads from Liverpool? He's going to be our manager. You're probably our next manager, but I saw somebody say, "Oh, he's knocked us back twice now. We don't want him." No, he knocked us back for the right reasons. He saw what those two funds were doing. You know, right? What game's on next? Right, give me a second. What's the next game? Right. Aye. No, I like watching all sorts of interviews like that because I'm not retired. YouTube. If I get a job, I'll take it out this neck of the woods. But I'm not chasing anything. Well, there is something kicking about, mind you, but I don't want to really be getting on planes anymore. That's what I'm saying. Aye, that Yeah. If Christ, like we've said, Colin, see if we win this one, man, that's up with the best ones ever. You know, the start we had. I mean, football's ifs and buts in hindsight. If we had Danny at the start, we possibly could be top of the league, and as long as he had control over the purchasing. The good thing is, whoever comes in January, Danny gets the final say. So, I Spurs Palace. I can't stand Spurs. Do you know? I know. There we go, Rab. Spurs think they're a big team. No, they get a big support, but they're not a big team. I can't stand them. If you've ever been to White Hart Lane, man, see that high road, man, walking from Seven Sisters, man, coming at you from every angle, man. I like Palace. That was brilliant when Palace won the FA Cup. I don't know if Denny's follow the guy on Twitter, the Palace guy. I think he does a blog. He's my favourite non-blog, non-Rangers social media person. I can't mind his name, HLLT Co or something. I was so pleased for him, like, you know, and then they're doing well. They were doing well in Europe in that thing, weren't they? But it'd be so interesting. If we win the league, man, I'd be flying back for that. I'll tell you that one. Even though, I mean, I wouldn't get into the game, but I'd certainly be around Ibrox. Danny Dyer, man. I know Danny Dyer gets a lot of grief on the telly. I like him, man. Aye, it would be epic if we won it, man. Especially, where's the last game? Oh, the last game of the season's not out yet because of that stupid split thing, which I don't understand. I don't know why we do it. No other saying that the Argentinian league's mental in it. Theirs is not straightforward at all. Because I remember that time I was watching it when River Plate get relegated. They just tore the place apart. They rioted for days. It was over 3 seasons. It wasn't just that season that they went down for it. It was a real strange setup. That's a game I want. It's the only other game I want to go to. No, there's a few games I want to go to, and one of them is the Boca River Plate because I think that's the biggest game in football, personally. In club football's the Boca River Plate. That's just mental. That no way fans ever again. I like to go to the Milan Derby as well, but I don't think they're quite as. I think they're quite. Not they don't hate each other as much as other rivals do. I've been to Tottenham Arsenal loads. That gets lively. Millwall West Ham. That's probably the most violent game going. But aye. But it's as Big Marvin says. Keep believing, man. But we can do this. We can definitely win this league. And the thing is, see, before every game, I'll say, you guys will say, this is a massive game. This is a nervy game, and it is. The fact is, it is. It's I'm just looking at my banner there. If you want, go and follow my Frankie Troon one, my personal account. You'll see the tie stuff. I got my local team, Ray Young, don't play. Oh, what was the score? Give me a second. I need to see how they were doing in the. Oh shit! What have I done? Right there. Ray Young. How did Ray Young do tonight? They were playing in the cup. They beating Pens. Bollocks. Oh well, never mind. Not that I'm not going to lose any sleep over it, but aye. And we got a Cooper on the day. Fucking Everton. Aye, I was actually offshore. I was offshore last year in Turkey when that game was on. Do you know they had to have a referee in from another country for that? But the atmosphere, because I watched it. No, actually, we watched it in the electrician's office, and a lot of the lads were in watching. I just stood at the back, kept my mouth shut, like they don't like each other at all. Yeah, a big time. Istanbul, because we flew over it to go offshore, man. What a size! That's massive, Istanbul. Aye. Oh shit! What was my knees? She's snoring already. Aye, that's it. I actually think that's the biggest game in football. I mean, when they met in the the Copa, whatever it's called, Americas. That was that. What people don't realise, that was the first time they'd ever met in the final, and it was a perfect storm because now the cup, the finals the same as the Champions League. The final is pre-planned at such and such a stadium around South America, but back then it was a home and away, and they got each other for the last time, and then remember they had to play at Real Madrid because I think the players bus get CS gassed or something like that. Man, it's mad. And remember, Buenos Aires it's got the most professional teams in football, and it's got something like 20 or something in it. It's a big city as well. Like people go on about London being big. You're like, it's not even. It's no big at all, man, compared to other places. I mean, Bangkok up the road here, it goes from Glasgow. It's probably about the size of Glasgow to Edinburgh. That's how big it is. That's the size of these cities. A lot of people don't realise. Absolutely massive. Lagos as well, man. Lagos was just nuts. Horrible as well, stinking. I mean, Dubai's bigger than London. I can't stand Dubai, the tackiest place on earth. Sorry if I know some people like it, but for me, it's just because I watched it go from that to that. And back in the day, it was brilliant, it was cheap and all that, whereas now it's just full of the most. It doesn't matter. People earn a lot of money there. And I've worked there so often over the years, but anyway. Got offered a staff job there once. It's like, nah, you're all right, thanks. Calvin Lewis, man, he's scored every game since he's went to Leeds, isn't he? Since he left Everton. Remember when Leeds changed their there's not really a derby, but the biggest one is Buriram and Bangkok, one of the Bangkok teams, I can't mind. Although Buriram beat them 4-1 the other day. But at the end of the game, like, because my local team, they're punching above their weight in the league, they're mid-table. They're normally a yo-yo team. But what happens at the end of the game, it's weird. The away team come to the home fans and applaud them, and the home team go to the away fans and applaud them and all that. It's interesting. Like, I think Derek had a drink or two, didn't he? But but he'll not be doing that again. Rangers will not have him again. He probably lost himself. You can't say that about the team when you're on the pitch. He's right, but Rangers are like that. He'll not get back again to do that. But he was funny, and he's no surrender. I'm all for it, but it's now getting used against him. Like, but anyway, good. I like Derek's a brilliant guy, a legend. But like I say, I'll not be getting. I doubt the club won't be employing him again. I don't think, to be honest with you. Probably they didn't do himself any favours here, sadly. I mean, did they bother me in the slightest? But we all know the way it goes in Scotland. Like I saw, was it the Daily Record or wouldn't have been one of the media outlets, whether it's BBC Scotland and Twitter, said Derek Johnson said at the finish of No Surrender, and all it was the Fraggles posting on it. He's at the right club and all that stuff. I just switched off from it. Does anyone else want Janie Redknapp just to poo his pants live on air, man? I can't stand him. He's a wet fart, man. No, I think he had a few, and you're like, Derek. It was great, but at the same time, you knew the backlash coming. When the manager's giving a team talk at halftime and you've got legends out there slating them. I don't know if it's the smartest move ever, but still. I mean, he's saying what we're thinking. I'm thinking about it from his point of view as a working man trying to earn a wage, because I think they get 300-400 quid for that. And imagine that. Pardew's over here a lot. I see Pardew and Patia now and again. Who else comes? There's a lot of them come. All the snooker players. Jimmy White's up there now, I think. Jimmy White goes around town playing pool against people. But aye. But anyway, that was it. All good fun. Listen, I'm going to log off because I'll watch this Spurs game. There's about 10 million notifications on my Facebook, so I always like to check them before I go to my father. But right, thanks everyone for watching. I'm going to log off. All right, cheers.